Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good afternoon to all of you. So today we continue our lecture on chapter 5, which is a three-dimensional vector operations. Okay. For a today lecture, we are cover two parts. The first one is vector and properties. This one is continue our last lecture. The second one, dot product, also known as scalar product. And then the third one is cross product, also known as vector product. Okay, let's proceed to the first one, vector and properties. Okay, so what is magnitude of a vector? Okay, actually, this one we already learned previously. Okay, it is the same concept. In order to find the magnitude or a length, okay, of a vector, make sure vector you must put a symbol vector. Yeah, okay. In your module, it don't have the symbol wave macam tu. Okay, because the V here is bold. Okay, but when you want to do the handwriting, it's quite too difficult for us to see whether you bold or not the symbol here. Okay, so very easy in order to identify, differentiate between whether it is a vector or scalar, you put V, or you can put the heart, or you can put the error macam tu. It's up to you. You can choose either one. Make sure you don't use bold because I can identify your handwriting whether you bold it or not. Okay. And then how to find the magnitude? Magnitude is something like this. The symbol here, you have the modulus, and then you can find by for 3D space. If you have a vector V, okay, make sure when vector V, your symbol is something like this bracket, not this circle bracket. Make sure you differentiate between vector and point. If you write something like this, we call it as point. So this one is a point. Point V1, V2, or V3. But when we talk about vector, okay. So you can get the magnitude by using the symbol equal to square root of, okay, each items in the vector V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square. Also a same thing for 2 space. Okay, 2D space, also same thing. You can get magnitude equal to square root of V1 square plus V2 square. This one is the magnitude of a vector. And then what is a unit vector? Unit vector of a length 1. Okay, make sure unit vector have length 1. In XY coordinates, okay, XY coordinate system, the unit vector is along to X and Y axis denoted by I and J. Also a same thing. Make sure you put the symbol vector there. Or for XY coordinate, it is denoted by I, J, and K respectively. So how you want to find the unit vector, we can get in order to 2D space, the unit vector is 1, 0 or 0, 1. For I is 1, 0. For J is 0, 1. This one for 2D. For 3D, also same thing. For I, 1, 0, 0. For J, 0, 1, 0. For K, 0, 0, 1. Okay? And then this value, unit vector, we can obtain if you have the vector. How to find the unit vector? Usually you use a symbol U equal to vector divided by its magnitude. Yang kat bawah ni dia punya magnitude. So when the vector divided by its magnitude, you can get the unit vector. Okay? Unit vector last kali awak akan dapat dalam sebutan IJK lah. If in terms of 3D space. For 2D space, awak akan dapat dalam IJ only. Okay, now looks on the example. Okay, find magnitude 5m and magnitude of a 2m plus 3n, where vector m equal to -2, -4, 3. So it's already given in terms of vector because using this bracket. And then vector n equal to -3, 5, and 3. Then determine the unit vector for each magnitude. Mean that here you want to find the unit vector for 5m and then unit vector for 2m plus 3n. Okay, so now let's find for the first one first. 5m. Magnitude of 5m we can get by m, we know that -2, -4, and 3, and then we have 5 here, so you must times by 5. When you times by 5, you can get -10, -20, and 15. Okay, and then you want to find the magnitude of vector 5m, we can get by square root of -10 square plus -20 square plus 15 square, and then this one we can get 5 times by square root of 29. So this one is the magnitude of 5m. Now we want to find the vector, unit vector, which is the symbol u. So the unit vector, so we have -10 here, -10 divided by magnitude, -20 divided by magnitude, and 15 divided by magnitude. And then when we simplify it, we can get -2 over sec 29 minus 4 over sec 29j plus 3 over sec 29k. So you already get the unit vector and you already get the magnitude. That one for 5m. Now we want to find for the 2m plus 3n. Okay, so first you solve first what is the vector for 2m plus 3n. So 2 times by vector m plus 3 times by vector n. When you solve it, you can get -13, 7, and 15. So this one is a vector 2m plus 3n. Now we want to find what is this magnitude. Okay, so this magnitude we can get by square root of -13 square plus 7 square plus 15 square. When you solve it, you can get square root of 443. So this one is the magnitude. Okay, now we want to find what is unit vector. Okay, unit vector, we know that this magnitude and this vector divided by its magnitude. So we can get -13 divided by square root of 443 plus 7 divided by square root of 443 plus 15 divided by square root 443. Make sure, please do not forget the I, J, K. Make sure put the symbol vector macam tu ataupun tu. If you write as I, J, K without put the symbol vector, automatically wrong. Sebab lain. That is different. Kalau awak tulis macam ni saja, this one means that skala. Okay? Not a vector. Make sure waktu dalam final exam nanti, make sure you write the correct symbol. Okay? Boleh faham? Any problems for this example? Exercise. Okay? Find the unit vector of 8m and -3m plus 7n, where m equal to -3, 1, -3, and n, vector n equal to -1, -2, and 3. Okay? Okay, try solve. Now, you want to find the unit vector for two questions. The first one, 8 amps. The second one, -3m plus 7n. Looks the first one first, 8 amp. So, we can get by, where is the solution? Sorry. What is solution for unit vector 8m?
8
Okay,
square.
this one you need to find first magnitude for 8m, right? Okay, the magnitude equal to what? Magnitude 8m. So you can get
Negatif 24,
huh?
8.
No, magnitude.
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 Darab 19.
Oh, 8
Ha.
19.
8/19 kan. This one is magnitude. Okay. And then you want to find unit vector. Okay, unit vector you can get -3
24.
over 19, right? Saya buat ni. Okay, and then 1 over 19. And then -3 over 19. Dapat?
Dapat.
Okay. That one for the first one. Okay. Next, look the second one. The second one for -3m plus 7n. Okay, what is the magnitude? Okay, magnitude for -3m plus 7n, you can get square root of 1193. Is it correct?
3/4.
Betul ke tak? Ha?
3/46 masa sekali. Sama tak?
Apa? So answer is square root of 1193 and then the unit vector equal to, okay, 2 over 1193 comma -14 over 1193 comma and then 30 over 1193. Okay. This one I using this bracket lah. Kalau awak tak nak guna bracket ni, you can use IJK. Okay. Boleh? You can choose either one lah. Which one you like. Boleh. Okay, Adaman. Kalau awak bagi dalam perpuluhan pun boleh. Tak ada masalah. Okay. Okay. Now, looks on the next one. Dot product. Okay. What is the dot product? Okay. Given vector u equal to u1, u3, u2, u3 and vector v equal to v1, v2, v3, a vector in 3D space, then their dot product you can find by u dot v. Vector u dot v equal to the first item times by the second item plus second point times by second point plus third point times by third point. So you can get the value of dot product. Itu sahaja dot product. Okay. And then this also apply for 2D space lah. Also same thing, dot product. Maksudnya I times by I, J times by J, K times by K, and get the summation all this item, you can get the product. Dot product, if you do dot product of two vector, awak akan dapat dalam bentuk skala, number. Dia bukan lagi dalam bentuk vector. Okay. And then, example. Okay. Find the value of dot product UV. If U equal to 2J minus K and V equal to I plus 7K. Make sure you check here. Here is only given J and K, means that I equal to 0 lah kat depan dia. This one only have I and K, so J is 0 here. Okay, so we can get the solution by 0 times 1. Okay, means that here your U, vector U is 0 to negative 1, and then vector V equal to 1, 0, 7. Okay. Okay, so 0 times 1 here, and then 2 times 0 this one, and then negative 1 times 7 this one. So when you solve this one, you can get here 0, 0, negative 7. Okay, is the value lah. Boleh? Okay. Now, looks on the angle between vector. What is angle between vector? Okay. Suppose that vector U and V are non-zero vector in 2D or 3D space. The angle between these two vectors is defined as, we can find the angle between these two vectors equal to cos theta equal to U, vector U dot vector V divide by magnitude vector U times by magnitude vector V. Okay, and then this, note that, okay, if U dot V greater than 0, you must get the acute angle. Okay, bila awak buat yang kat atas ni, U dot V greater than 0, so you can get acute angle. What is acute angle? Acute angle means that the value of theta is less than 90 degree. Okay, if your vector U dot vector V is less than 0, you must get the obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? Means that your theta greater than 0. What happen if U dot V, yang ni awak kena ingat ni, selalu ditanya. Okay, is a right angle. What is a right angle? Means that theta is 90 degree. Means that these two vector is orthogonal. Okay, selalu ditanya, identify whether these two vector orthogonal or not, ataupun perpendicular or not. So in order to check whether your vector is perpendicular or not or orthogonal, you must check the product. Dot. Okay, dot product between these two vector. Kalau dapat kosong, maksudnya the angle between these two vector is 90 degree. Maksudnya dia adalah orthogonal. Okay, make sure selalu ni ditanya in final exam. Okay, in order to check, okay, whether it is orthogonal or perpendicular or not. Okay, ataupun right angle. So awak kena buat dot product. Okay, now looks on the example 7. Find the angle between the vector U and V, then approximate to the nearest degree the angle between vector U and V, whereby U equal to 3i minus j plus 5k, and then V equal to j minus k. Okay, so make sure here only j minus k, so I is 0. Okay, so this one, the solution here, you need to find first what is magnitude for U. Okay, because your formula is cos theta equal to, okay, cos theta equal to U dot V divide by magnitude U times by magnitude V. Okay, so you need to find first what is magnitude U. Magnitude U is the 3 square plus negative 1 square plus 5 square. So this one you can get square root of 35. And then magnitude V you can get by 0 square plus 1 square plus negative 1 square is 2 square root of 2. Okay, and then you need to find what is vector u dot v. Okay, u dot v. U dot v you can get 3 times 0 plus negative 1 times 1 plus 5 times negative 1. Okay, solve this one, you can get negative 6 divided by square root 35 times by square root 6. Okay, so this one you can get by theta equal to, okay, when you want to solve, so maksudnya this cos goes to this one, so you need to find cos inverse. Okay, you can get 135.82 degree, and then you want to find nearest degree, you can get 136 degree. Any problems? Faham ke tidak tu? Okay. Now looks on the example 8. Okay. Check whether vector u and v are orthogonal or not. Give vector u equal to negative and vector u equal to 2, minus 5 and 1, and then v equal to 3, 1 and negative 1. Okay, so this one you want to check whether it is orthogonal or not. Okay, so in order to check orthogonal or not, we know that, okay, orthogonal or perpendicular, when you get vector u dot vector v equal to 0, so automatically this one is orthogonal. So you need to prove. So in order to prove, you carilah dia punya dot product. Okay, dot product between these two vector, 2 times 3 plus negative 5 times 1 plus 1 times negative 1. Okay, so this one you can get 0. Okay, since the dot product equal to 0, you kena buatlah conclusion sikit. Since u dot v equal to 0, then vector u and v are orthogonal. Okay, so this one. Make sure, be careful. Okay, you must write this conclusion. Kalau awak buat sampai kosong ni je, kita tak terima. Okay, make sure you write. Soalan ni selalu ditanya in final exam. Okay, so be careful. Okay, now look on the direction angle. What is the direction angle? Okay, the direction angles of a non-zero vector u are the angles that vector u makes with the position x, y, and z axis. The directions angle often written as alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, so this one is the direction angles. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma. So how to find direction of cosine? Okay, so you can get, if you have the vector u equal to u1, u2, and u3, the direction angle equal to cos alpha. Alpha refer to the x, which is u1 divided by magnitude of vector u. Okay, and then cos beta refer to the y, u2 divided by magnitude of vector u, and then cos gamma equal to u3 divided by magnitude of the vector u. Okay, so then we can find what is alpha, what is beta, what is gamma by find the cos inverse lah. Awak pergi sebelah sini. So you can get the value of alpha, the value of beta, and the value of gamma. So that one is the direction angles. Okay, looks on the example. Find the direction angles of the vector u equal to ui plus 3j minus 9k, and then give your answer in terms of nearest degree. Soalan tu memang nak nearest degree, awak kena bagilah dalam nearest degree. So first of all, you need to find what is the magnitude of vector u equal to square root of 2 square plus 3 square plus negative 9 square. Okay, so this one you can get by 4 plus 9 plus 81. Okay, 81. Okay, so this one you can get square root of 94. Okay, and then you can get the vector direction angles. Okay, we know that alpha cos alpha equal to 2 over 94. So you can find what is alpha. Okay, equal to 78 degree. And then cos beta 3 over 94, 72 degree. And then the last one, cos gamma, negative 9 over 94. You can get alpha. Oh, sorry. This one is alpha. This one is beta. This one is gamma. You can get 158 degree because you want to find in terms of nearest degree. Boleh faham? That one for the product. Okay, next we proceed to the last subtopic of our chapter and also for our syllabus for this semester, cross product. Okay, cross product also we know as vector product. Okay, so what is cross product? Okay, when you have vector u equal to u1, u2, u3 and vector v equal to v1, v2, v3 in 3D space, and then their cross product we can get by this one, u cross v. Okay, you must write the magnitude. Sama juga macam kita belajar metrik dulu, magnitude. But at the upstairs here, you must put as I, J, K. So how to find magnitude? When you want to find magnitude for I, so here, you must write only U2, V2, U3, V3. And then must put here negative. Okay, macam geometri yang kita belajar dulu. For vector J. So here, U1, U3, V1, V3, U1, U3, V1, V3. And then also a same thing for K. Okay, when for K, you just write this here. So you can get U1, U2, V1, V2. Remember, dia mesti bermula plus, minus, plus. Okay, boleh faham? So this one is the cross product. So your answer you can get in terms of vector. Remember, cross product the final answer in terms of vector. But dot product the final answer in terms of number. In terms of skala. Dia akan bukan lagi dalam bentuk vector. Kalau dot product. But cross product the final answer in terms of vector. Okay, and then this only applies for 3D space. And then remember, for two non-zero vector, it is parallel if you have the cross product equal to 0. Okay, make sure jangan confuse between cross product and dot product. For dot product, the previously kita telah belajar dot product, when dot product equal to 0, it is orthogonal or perpendicular. But for cross product, here, kalau sama dengan kosong means that the vector is parallel. Okay, dia soalan 2 ni selalu popular lah. Okay, whether you want to check it is parallel or you want to check it is orthogonal. If you want to check the orthogonal, dot product equal to 0. If you want to check the parallel, cross product equal to 0. Make sure remember this one. Okay. Now, looks on the example. Find the cross product of the vector u equal to 1 to 0 and v equal to 0, 3, 1. Okay, the solutions, you can get this one, cross product. Okay, and then the first one you take as I, so you can get 2031 minus for J, make sure jangan tertinggal I, J, K ni. J 1001 and then for K 1203 and then again solve. Silang ni. Okay, and then you can get 2 times 1 minus, ingat sini minus, 0 times 3 for I, and then 1 times 1 minus 0 times 0 for J, and then 1 times 3 minus 2 times 0 for K. When you solve this one, you can get 2I minus J plus 3K. Okay, so this is final answer for cross product between vector U and vector V. Okay, now example 11, we want to check whether vector U and V is parallel or not. Whether you want to check the parallel or not, you must look on the result of cross product. Okay, so awak buatlah cross product. Cross product between vector U and V. You write here IJK 3, negative 4, 2, and then negative 12, 16, negative 8. When you solve this one, you can get I, negative 4, 2, 16, negative 8, J, 3, 2, negative 12, negative 8, and then K, you can get 3, negative 4, negative 12, and 16. When you solve this one, you can get 0, 0, 0. Okay, since your answer is 0, therefore we can conclude that vector U and V are parallel. Any problem so far? Now, looks on the next one. Area of a parallelogram. Okay, what is area of parallelogram? The area of parallelogram for vector U and V is the magnitude of the cross product between two vector. Okay, you can get the area of parallelogram if you have this vector U and V, and then you can find the area by base times height, which is the magnitude of V times by magnitude of U times by sine theta. Okay, and then this one, when you solve, you can get magnitudes of the U cross V. Okay, bila awak nak cari area of parallelogram, also equal to the magnitude of vector U cross V. So awak cari dulu apa itu vector U cross V, and then you can get the area of parallelogram. Okay, make sure ingat area of parallelogram must looks like this. Okay, somehow dia akan tanya area of triangle. Triangles means that the half of the parallelogram. So bila dia suruh cari area of triangle, awak kena buat 1/2 magnitude vector U times by magnitude vector V. Sebab triangle is half of the parallelogram. Okay, sebab soalan kadang-kadang dia nak confuse sikit, dia suruh cari area of triangle. Kalau area of triangle maksudnya separuh daripada parallelogram. So you find the magnitude of U cross V, lepas tu awak bahagi dengan 2. Dapatlah area of triangle. Okay, so now looks on the example. Find the area of the parallelogram with vertex K, 214 L, 143 M, 102 and N, 2 negative 3, 3. Remember, the question given in terms of point. Dia bagi dalam circle bracket. Okay, when it's given in terms of circle bracket, you need to transform in terms of vector. Jangan awak confuse between vector and point. This one is a point. So we know that here, area of parallelogram macam ni. Sorry. Okay, something like this. Something like this, area of parallelogram. So you need to identify. Okay, awak kena lakar dulu dia duduk kat mana. Sebab we only want to use this point, and this point. Okay. So by using this example, we can see that here is the K, L, M, N. So you need to find what is the vector KL and then vector Kn. Dia mesti bermula pada the same point. Okay. So awak kena cari dua vektor ni. Titik M tak guna pun. So first, for the solution, you need to find what is the vector KL. KL means that point L minus point K. So 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2. And then 4 minus 1. 3 minus 4. So you can get negative 3 and negative 1, 3 and negative 1. That one for KL. Now you want to find KN. Also same thing. N minus K. 2 minus 2 and minus K. Negative 3 minus 1 and minus K. 3 minus 4. So you can get 0, negative 4, negative 1. After you get KL and KN, so then you can find this cross product between these two vector. So awak cari cross product between these two vector. So you can get the cross product equal to negative 7i minus 7 minus j plus 4k, and then the area of parallelogram is the magnitude for this one. Magnitude for this one, we know that square root negative 7 square plus negative 1 square plus 4 square. So you can get the 66 is the area of parallelogram. Boleh? Any problems? Okay, now looks on the next example. Give the point of triangle. Tengok dia nak triangle ABC. Find its area. So remember, triangle, the area of triangle is half of the parallelogram. And then it's given in terms of point. Bukannya dalam bentuk vector. So you need to find the vector first. So first you need to find what is vector AB. Vector AB, you can get negative 1, negative 2, negative 2. And then vector AC. Vector AC you can get by point C minus point A. So you can get 0, minus 2, and 8. Okay, and then you find this cross product between vector AB cross vector AC. Okay, so this one cross product between these two vector. Okay, solve. You can get negative 20i plus 8j plus 2k, and then we can get the area because of the triangle. That's why we must put here 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times by negative 20 square plus 8 square plus 2 square. And then your final answer equal to 1 over 2 times by 6, 4, 6, 8. This one is the area of parallelogram. Okay. Next, our last subtopic, which is volume of parallelepiped. Okay, tadi area of parallelogram. This one is volume of parallelepiped. When we talk about volume, of course, it has 3 items, which is base, height, width. Dia mesti kena ada 3 baru dapat volume. Kalau nak dapat area, kena ada 2 je, iaitu tapak dengan tinggi. But for volume, mesti kena ada 3. Okay. So this one, we can get area of the base times by height. So area of the base equal to magnitude of V times by vector W equal to this one. When you simplify this one, we can get vector U, magnitude dia kena ada magnitude kat luar tu. Magnitude vector U dot V cross W. Okay, when you solve this one, actually we can get using the scalar, okay, for the single determinant by, okay, U vector U dot vector V cross W also equal to this one. Maksudnya yang dekat IJK atas ni awak ganti dengan UV U1, U2, UV. Kalau sebelum ni, this one we are using IJK. Okay. Actually this one, okay, area volume of parallel pipe also equal to magnitude. Vektor U duduk atas, vektor V duduk tengah, vektor W duduk bawah. Itu saja. Tak perlu pun awak nak fikir ni, formula ni. Awak ingat ni je. Okay? Okay. Example 14. Okay. Example 14. Find the volume of parallel pipe with 3 adjacent edge formed by 3 vector. So this one is already given in term of vector. Tengok bracket pun dah tahu dah. So make sure awak jangan confuse. So this one we can get by the solutions of U dot V cross W also equal to the magnitude. Awak salin di atas ni. 127 for vector U. Negative 356 for vector V. And then 181 for vector. Oh sorry, this one W. Okay, not V. Okay. So solve lah macam biasa. 1 here. 5, 8, 5, 6, 8, 1 and then minus. Here should be minus sebab memang formula dia plus minus plus. Okay, 2, negative 3, 6, 1, 1, 7. This one, negative 3, 1, 5, 8. Okay, and when you solve this one, you can get negative 228. And then remember, this one is a volume. Dia ada magnitude kat luar dia tadi kalau awak perasan. So magnitude dia, bila dia magnitude, automatically dia positive. Okay. Tak ada unik. Tak ada unik. Okay. Boleh? Any problems? Do you have any problem, class? Okay, if you don't have any problems, that's all. Thank you. Any Q&A session? No, of course, saya tahu sangat.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.